Yo, what's up, YouTube? Kid Vape coming to you with another juice review today, and I got two of my good buddies over here.
What's up, guys?
How's it going?
And we're going to be doing a little juice review today, actually a very large juice review. And who we'll be reviewing today is the Triad Vapors. Bam. Oh yeah, never tried the Triad before, but heard quite a few people talking about it, so was able to locate a little bit of samples, the full line, so figure I might need to have a little help on this one, you know, because it is a lot of flavors, a lot, you know, if that makes sense. But first we're going to start off with Limelight. And that's going to be a special blend of natural key lime and fruit, cooled down with a create and refreshing vape all day. It says all day vape, but we'll find out about that.
All day vape, huh?
That's what it says. I haven't yet to find anything that was really all day, but I'm one of those vapors that just really has to change it up periodically during the day. And this stuff is pretty thick. I don't necessarily know exactly what the VG, PG content is, but I would assume it's pretty high. Let them get their little drip here and have a little dab on it.
One more time into me. Kind of concealed here.
I definitely get the key lime right on the front of the palate. It hits you straight in the face. Extra fruits with it. I really necessarily don't really taste a whole lot of that due to, I guess, the key lime kind of being a little strong attribute on the front of it. But it is, you know, definitely refreshing. It does have that kind of subtle cooling effect to it. What do y'all think?
I kind of think on the front palate taste, I get an automatic cooling sensation on the front palate of it. So I can definitely taste the, I guess, the cool down to refresh part, you know?
Oh, yeah.
But then, at the end of it, at the middle towards the end, I'm getting that key lime taste.
It starts out with a key lime for me as well. But definitely with that cooling effect all the way through. And kind of finishes almost the same way.
It's definitely what I think on it. It's a good juice, don't get me wrong. It's just, I'm not a real key lime type fan. But, it's decent. It's definitely decent. And, next we're going to be doing, the, Sweet Carolina, which is going to be one-of-a-kind sweet and savory roasted almond tobacco. Everybody on my channel and everybody that knows me knows I don't like the tobacco-flavored, you know, e-liquid or e-juice there. It just doesn't really do much for me.
I'm kind of skeptical on tobacco flavor too, because I haven't really ever found one that has hit the palates both good, you know.
Mm-hmm. And to be honest with you, I've never tried an almond-flavored vape, so it's going to be a little bit different. It'll be a kind of a turning point to the tobacco feel of the e-liquid.
Immediately, I'm getting the almond effect.
Yeah, I get quite a bit of
Smell right off the bat as well.
almond.
It's very smooth and subtle throughout the beginning hit and then the end.
Definitely with that sweetness. Got the almond there.
It's actually, for tobacco flavors that I have tried, that is a very smooth and subtle tobacco flavor, and there's not too much roasted almond in there. It's almost just the right amount, and I really like it.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, what do you feel on it there, Josh?
Like I said, it was almond flavor. But it's got that sweetness, kind of almost... I got a mellowness to it, but I almost taste that tanginess to it as well.
This one here, I feel Mr. Josh back here is going to definitely probably like this one a little bit.
I can already guess.
And, can you crack it a little bit? Sorry, I don't have my ventilator going in here today, so it's getting a little bit cloudy, but hey, that's the way we keep it around here.
Kid Vape always says, man.
That one has a really big tongue and mouth feel to it. It's kind of like a mouth shock, is what I'm getting from it. You can taste the pineapple straight out the gate, and I like it. I really do. It's kind of got that frothy, airy taste to it with a nice pineapple kind of splash.
There you go.
Now that one,
I can feel it deep in my throat, like in the back of my throat. It's a little bit rough, to be honest with you. Just a little rough after I got to hitting it a little bit there.
I'm immediately getting the sweet effect on the front palate, and then at the end of it, it's hitting rough, like Kid Vape here is saying.
That pineapple right off the bat. But as I keep repeating, there's still that roughness at the end when you're blowing it back out.
What are you doing?
But I actually prefer this one over the first three.
Good deal. I figured you'd like that one a little bit.
Yeah, this one tends to be my favorite so far.
I'm not really getting the tangy twist off of it though. I definitely taste the peach and the kiwi blend to it, but the tangy twist to it,
The tropical
I'm just not
something.
feeling.
Something tropical, no matter what it is to me.
And the one we just tried was the upside down custard. And the one we'll be trying next is Tropical Sun. And it's going to be your peach, kiwi, and a tangy twist to it.
That's the one I just tried.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the one I was just describing. The tropical sour. That's the one I was just trying.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't get a tangy attribute to it. I get more of
not at
a...
all. It's real sweet and subtle all the way through, and it just kind of blends
Yeah.
off to the end.
But it's not necessarily what I would think. You know, like when you think of peach, you think a real ripe, juicy peach, and I really don't get that. I really don't.
Which one are we going to now?
Are we going into Zenora?
Next, we're going to go with Double Scoop, which is the one I was kind of looking forward to just because it's a little unique. It is a delicious butter pecan vanilla ice cream with a twist. And says it's supposed to be a treat, so let's see how good of a treat she is.
Double scoop. The name sounds catchy.
It does. A little bit throaty. I get a little caramel on the front palate of the butter pecan. It's more like a butter pecan, you know, like a little Debbie that you used to eat when you were younger and stuff like that. But I don't get a whole lot of ice cream.
Yeah, immediately tasting the pecan and the buttery pecan to it. But as far as it takes me back kind of to, let's see, what's the word I'm looking for here? Yeah, kind of like a little Debbie snack.
Mm-hmm.
The little pecan swirl that you could get.
Yeah, either that or the ones that used to come in the little tins.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The little pecan pies or
Little
whatever.
singles you can buy sometimes.
And the next one's going to be Melon Heaven. It's a master blend of cool, refreshing melons. So I'm assuming you'll have probably quite a few melons inside it. You know, you'll have a lot of your... yeah. It's definitely what I thought it would be. It's definitely got that honeydew. That big, bold honeydew flair that a lot of people put in their melon. But I really don't think that, you know, honeydew is the right way to go on a lot of things just because it's overwhelming. If you add it with other melons, you'll never really taste much of them. But we'll see. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that one.
I'm not. The Melon Heaven is It's really crisp and cool, so it kind of takes away from the melon taste. But you immediately can taste the melon, but it just fades off, and then you just have a weird taste in the back of your, throat.
I start with a melon, but then it just kind of the melon taste goes away and just turns into a fruity flavor in general. It's not necessarily going towards any particular fruit to me.
And next one we're going to try is the Star Crush. I skipped one flavor because I believe it'll be a good one to end on. It's a very good dessert that we skipped, by the way. But Star Crush is going to be a palate-pleasing tart blueberry lemonade. I like lemonades.
This one will be good.
So we're going to Star Crush?
Yep.
This one immediately has a great smell to it.
So it's a blueberry lemonade?
It actually tastes like a ripe blueberry, mixed with the lemonade, of course, with a sweet, kind of tarty. But I get a lot of blueberry on the front and mid-palate and a mouthfeel of the lemonade.
That one almost tastes like somebody tried taking tobacco and adding a blueberry flavor to it. I'm not a big fan on that one. It's kind of really, it's like almost like a bland blueberry, and I think that one could be improved a little bit more.
I'm tasting more of the tartness than I am the blueberry.
Yeah, I guess all three of us got a little difference on that, because I got a good blueberry kind of tartness to it, but a blueberry roll.
On the second try, though,
wasn't too bad, though.
on the second try, I got a little bit of the blueberry there. I still taste more of the tartness than anything else.
Next, we're going to try Grapevine, which is sweet and pleasant Carolina white grape. And I don't know about y'all, but does this look purple to y'all?
It does. It has purple tint to it. It has exactly that.
Yeah.
Smells like a bottle of
I smell it from
Kool-Aid.
here.
It smells exactly like Kool-Aid to me.
It tastes like Kool-Aid. Don't eat your juice, guys, but you can try it that way.
Read the image.
If y'all remember those little cups of the cheap Kool-Aid that used to come in the little bottles, you had to break the little aluminum foil
Oh,
seal.
the little jugs.
Yeah, that's what it tastes like. Tastes like the grape that used to come in those. If it still does, I don't know.
That one's really. That one almost has more of a grape taste to me.
Yeah, it definitely does.
The grape stands out above everything else, in my mind.
I really like that flavor because the flavor is, I think, it's subtle. It's subtle through the front palate and finishing off strong in the back palate. To me,
Yeah, it's solid throughout. That's for sure.
To me, that's a well done flavor.
Very consistent.
And on to the big boy. This one is going to be Cloud Cake. It is unique blueberry raspberry cheesecake.
Cheesecakes. People
That's probably
when
be
people
my
make
favorite.
cheesecake flavors that I've tasted before, I think they're very hard flavor to get down. Just because cheesecake in general is different.
Well, it's so delicate, really. And when you add a lot of like blueberry raspberry like this one, I'm afraid it might overwhelm it a little bit, but it depends on how their mix on their cheesecake was. Let's give it a little dab here.
You remember those? It reminds me of those tobacco cigarettes you could buy. They were like two little tobacco cigars in a cigarette pack.
It does. It reminds me of just the mouth feels kind of like the little Swisser cigarillas or whatever they were called. It gives me that flavor because it does seem like it has a tobacco flavor to it. But
That's where the base is in it.
that's actually, I was hoping that would be the best one, but I'm afraid that was probably my least favorite out of all of them, actually. It was really, really throaty. The flavors were all over the place, and it didn't ride very well with me. So, what do y'all think?
I'm having a hard time pinpointing it myself. There's nothing I can really base it on besides the tobaccos.
Yeah, just wasn't my cup of tea. But there was the flavors through Triad Vapors. So definitely, I enjoyed some of them I didn't, but definitely go out and I'll have a link in the description where you can find them, the prices and stuff like that. And we'll definitely keep the juices rolling. And like Kid Vape always says, do what you gotta do.